my dear viewers, my participants, my well-wishers, and those who regularly participate, encourage me, and also to check my ideas about grammar. I request all of you to join and welcome to Easy Step to English Grammar. And tonight also I am late, but I am online or I am engaged in live streaming only to discuss an adverb clause of comparison. An adverb clause of comparison. I am discussing adverb clause serially. And after the completion of adverb clause, I will make some translations on the basis of adverb clause, translating from Bengali to English, from mother tongue to English. However, let your friends know that I am going to discuss adverb clause of comparison. Okay? An adverb clause of comparison, it is obviously the subordinate clause. It is obviously the subordinate clause, that is adverb clause, and it suggests comparison. It suggests comparison. For example, the rose is as beautiful as the child. That means as the child is. And in another way, you may make this comparison. You may make this comparison. For example, the child is as beautiful as the rose. That means as the rose is. Here, no, I am not discussing any poem. I am discussing, my dear friend, I am discussing adverb clause of comparison. Adverb clause of comparison. Subordinate adverb clause which suggests comparison. Okay? Let us come to the point. The child is as beautiful as the rose. That means as the rose is. You see, let us analyze the sentence. How the adverb clause of construction, adverb clause of comparison has been constructed. The child is as beautiful. The child is as beautiful, it is principal clause. As the rose is, or as a rose is, it is adverb clause of comparison, and modifying the adjective beautiful. Modifying the adjective beautiful. So, an adverb clause of comparison may begin with as ... as. That means as precedes the adjective and as follows the adjective. Okay? As precedes the adjective, as follows the adjective. And let us take another example. Let us take Another example. For example, he made a brilliant result in his examination, more than we expected. More than we expected. Clear? He made a brilliant result in the examination, more than we expected. Okay. You see that he made a brilliant result in the examination. It is obviously the principal clause or independent clause, and more than we expected, it is adverb clause of comparison. And modifying the verb made. Modifying the verb made. Okay. I am telling you a very simple sentence. For example, my dear friends, you are not giving any like sign, and it will cost nothing. If this video comes to your benefit, if this video is really helpful for you, I expect nothing. A like, a comment, if possible a share, and last but not least, a subscription. Please subscribe my channel and Easy Step to English Grammar. For example, he is taller than I. So then I am is omitted. He is taller, it is actually comparative degree, but adverb clause of comparison. He is taller than I. That means he is taller than I am. So he is taller, principal clause. Then I am, subordinate adverb clause of comparison, and modifying the adjective taller. And you know that an adverb clause modifies either a verb or an adjective or another adverb. Okay? Hello, uncle. How are you? If there is any question, please type and I will solve. Any question you like. Yes, I speak English. Is there any doubt? Which language do you speak, my dear friend? Hello, my friend. Which language do you speak? Oh, you are speaking some nonsensical words. Indian. I am also Indian. I was not born and brought up in England. I taught English in a reputed higher secondary school for more than 37 years. Okay? For more than 37 years. Which country do you belong to? Pakistan. Okay. I have no problem. Students are all alike. Students are all are my students. Why should I teach? What do you think should I teach? I originate from my country. So what? I also originate from my country. Which language do you understand? You are speaking nonsense, I think, and you are disturbing the class. Okay, you may leave. You may leave immediately. You are violating YouTube norms. Okay. However, let us come to the point, adverb clause of comparison. For example, the sprinter ran faster than we expected. Okay? The sprinter ran faster than we expected. Okay. The sprinter ran Why should I block you? You are speaking nonsense. So I should not block you. Why should I block you? I should not block you. Okay? You may leave. Okay. It is very unethical, and I think you may leave the group immediately, because you are not a student at all. You are not a student at all. You are supposed to be an antisocial element. Okay? Again, I am discussing. For example, the man or the sprinter okay. Okay. The sprinter ran faster than we expected. The sprinter ran then we expected, faster than we expected. The sprinter ran faster. It is principal clause or independent clause. Okay? Okay. Then we expected. It is adverb clause, subordinate adverb clause of comparison. Okay? Subordinate adverb clause of comparison and modifying the verb faster, modifying the adjective faster. Okay? Modifying the verb, modifying the adjective faster. Okay. Another example I am giving. For example, the teacher in the class taught. The teacher in the class taught as intelligently as we expected. As we expected. So as dot 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 as. The teacher taught in the class. The teacher taught in the class as intelligently. It is principal clause or independent clause, and as we expected, subordinate adverb clause of comparison. Okay? So, an adverb clause of comparison, that is subordinate clause in a complex sentence, may begin with as, and then. As, and then. Okay. What is alliteration? I am not angry. I am looking at your audacity. You think to be a very intelligent boy, but you are rubbish. Your future is at stake. Okay? How old are you? Why should you ask me? Ask your dad. How old are you? And he will give you answer. Okay? Ask your dad. How old are you, dad? And dad will give you answer that I am 8 years old. Okay? Do you understand English? No, I think. Okay. This boy has disappeared. So I have no problem. So we are discussing or sharing our ideas about adverb clause of comparison. For example, this year the potato farmers have produced potatoes more than the previous years. more than the previous years. So this year the potato farmers have produced potatoes more. Okay, more. And it is principal clause or independent clause. Then the previous years was. It is an example of subordinate adverb clause of comparison. And modifying the verb produced. So an adverb clause of comparison generally begins with as, that is preceded, the adjective preceded by as, followed by as, and the adverb may be preceded by as, followed by as. Okay? So let us conclude here. The boy was disturbing too much, and please like, comment, share and subscribe.